Why quiet people are often the strongest. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In a world filled with noise, the loudest voices often receive the most attention. People who speak confidently, share their opinions quickly, and express themselves openly are usually noticed first. Society often celebrates those who appear bold, energetic, and outspoken. But there is another kind of strength that is much quieter. It does not demand attention. It does not compete for the spotlight. And yet, it can be one of the most powerful forms of strength a person can have. This is the strength of quiet people. Quiet individuals are often misunderstood. Some people assume that quietness means weakness. Others believe that silence means a lack of confidence. But in reality, many quiet people possess a deep and steady strength that often goes unnoticed. Their power does not come from loud words. It comes from patience, observation, emotional depth, and resilience. Let us explore why quiet people are often among the strongest individuals in society. The power of listening. One of the most important qualities of quiet people is their ability to listen. In conversations, many people focus more on speaking than listening. They wait for their turn to talk, eager to share their thoughts and opinions. But quiet people often take a different approach. They observe. They listen carefully to the words, tone, and emotions of others. This habit gives them a deeper understanding of people and situations. Listening is not a passive activity. It requires attention, empathy, and patience. When someone truly listens, they gather valuable information about the world around them. Because of this, quiet individuals often develop strong emotional intelligence. They understand what people feel, even when those feelings are not spoken directly. This ability to listen deeply is a powerful form of strength. Quiet observation. Quiet people are often careful observers. Instead of rushing into conversations or decisions, they take time to watch and understand their surroundings. They notice small details that others might overlook. The way someone reacts to stress. The way a room's atmosphere changes during a conversation. The subtle signals people send through body language. These observations allow quiet individuals to see patterns and truths that others might miss. Because they observe more and speak less, their thoughts often become more thoughtful and meaningful. When they finally do speak, their words tend to carry weight. People listen because they know those words come from careful reflection. Strength through emotional control. Another reason quiet people can be strong is their emotional control. Many quiet individuals are naturally reflective. Instead of reacting immediately to every situation, they take time to process their feelings. This ability to pause and think before responding creates stability. In difficult situations, emotional control becomes a powerful advantage. Imagine a stressful moment at work or a conflict between friends. Some people may react quickly with anger or frustration. But a quiet person may remain calm, observing the situation before responding. This calmness can prevent problems from growing worse. It can also help others feel more secure and supported. Emotional strength does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it simply looks like calmness in the middle of chaos, deep thinking and reflection. Quiet people often spend more time thinking. While others may fill silence with conversation, quiet individuals use silence for reflection. They think about ideas, they analyze experiences, they explore questions about life and meaning. This habit of deep thinking can lead to creativity and wisdom. Many great writers, philosophers, and innovators throughout history have been quiet or introverted individuals. Their quiet nature allowed them to focus deeply on their ideas. Reflection also helps quiet people understand themselves better. They become aware of their strengths, weaknesses, dreams, and values. This self-awareness creates inner strength. When someone understands themselves clearly, they are less easily influenced by external pressure. Resilience in silence. Quiet people often develop strong resilience. Because they may not always express their struggles openly, they learn to process challenges internally. This does not mean they avoid emotions. Instead, they often face those emotions privately and thoughtfully. Over time, this process builds emotional endurance. Life inevitably brings difficulties. Failure, disappointment, loss, and uncertainty are part of every human experience. Quiet individuals may appear calm during these moments, but beneath that calmness is often great courage. They endure hardship quietly, and when they rise again, their strength becomes even deeper. Independence of thought. Another powerful quality often found in quiet people is independence. Because they are less focused on constant social approval, they may feel freer to develop their own ideas and perspectives. They are comfortable spending time alone. And during that time, they explore their thoughts without the pressure of constant outside opinions. This independence allows them to think creatively and critically. They are less likely to follow trends blindly. Instead, they consider ideas carefully before accepting them. Independent thinking has always been an important force behind innovation and progress. Some of the most transformative ideas in history came from individuals who spent long hours thinking quietly. The value of thoughtful words. Quiet people usually speak less frequently, but when they do speak, their words often carry deeper meaning. Because they have spent time observing and thinking, their comments are often thoughtful and precise. This makes their contributions valuable in discussions. People often remember the words of someone who speaks rarely but wisely. In contrast, when words are used constantly, they may lose their impact. Silence can give words power. It allows them to stand out when they finally appear. Strength in patience. Patience is another quiet strength. Many quiet individuals are comfortable with slower processes. They understand that meaningful growth takes time. This patience can be incredibly valuable in many areas of life. Learning a skill, building a career, improving health, strengthening relationships. All of these require consistent effort over time. People who are patient can continue moving forward even when progress feels slow. They understand that small improvements accumulate, like drops of water slowly filling a lake. Patience allows quiet individuals to persist long after others give up. Quiet leadership. Leadership is often associated with strong speeches and visible authority, but not all leaders are loud. Some of the most effective leaders lead quietly. Quiet leaders focus more on listening than dominating conversations. They encourage others to share ideas. They build trust through calm and steady behavior. Because they observe carefully, they often understand the strengths and needs of the people around them. This helps them guide teams with empathy and wisdom. Quiet leadership does not seek attention. Instead, it focuses on helping others grow and succeed. The misunderstanding of quietness. Unfortunately, quiet people are sometimes misunderstood. In environments that value constant communication and fast responses, silence can appear unusual. Some people may assume that quiet individuals lack confidence or interest. But silence does not mean absence. Often, it simply means reflection. Quiet individuals may still be thinking, analyzing, or processing information. Their silence is not empty. It is active. It is thoughtful. When people take time to understand quiet personalities, they often discover great depth beneath the surface. Finding balance. Of course, every personality has strengths and challenges. Being quiet does not automatically make someone strong, and being outspoken does not automatically make someone weak. Both quiet and expressive personalities bring valuable qualities to the world. The key is balance. Quiet individuals can benefit from sharing their thoughts when necessary. Expressive individuals can benefit from practicing deeper listening. When both qualities work together, communication becomes richer and more meaningful. The hidden strength within. Strength is often imagined as something loud and visible, but true strength can also be calm, steady, and quiet. It appears in patience, in resilience, in thoughtful observation, in the courage to stand firm without seeking attention. Quiet people often carry this hidden strength within them. They may not always lead the conversation, but they often understand it deeply. They may not always stand in the spotlight, but their presence can bring stability and wisdom to those around them. Their strength is not always seen immediately, but over time it becomes clear. Conclusion. In a noisy world, quiet strength can be easy to overlook. But when we look closely, we see that many of the strongest individuals share similar qualities. They listen carefully. They observe deeply. They think thoughtfully. They remain calm during difficulty. And they move forward with patience and resilience. Quiet people remind us that strength does not always need to be loud. Sometimes the strongest voices are the ones that speak gently. And sometimes the deepest strength is found in silence. Thank you for spending this quiet moment listening. And if this episode made you think, reflect, or see the world a little differently, consider subscribing to the channel. Because here we explore ideas slowly, thoughtfully, and together. Until the next episode, take care of your mind, your time, and the quiet strength within you.